everybody. I was just getting a lot of head bumps from the cat that you can sort of see out of this corner from time to time. Hi. Hello. Every single time it's time to stream, it's also time for head bumps. No, no head bumping the microphone. Head bumping the microphone bad. Hopefully no sitting on keyboard, though I can't guarantee it. Okay, there we go. We're actually in game now, and I cannot fully see through my glasses. Great. Oh, that's a hair. That is a big kitty hair. Oh, damn it. My cat was dirty. Okay, kitty hair gone. Hey. Hey, baby. No head bumping the microphone. Or my second monitor. The plan for today is to not have a cat right down on my keyboard. Good boy. Good boy. And outside of that, I wanna do Grout's Mansion because that one should be an easy way to get a bit of XP. And then we're gonna meet the Chinese man in the garage. It's gonna
Evening,
be a lot
Missy.
of fun.
You back to see Mr. LaCroix again?
Sure.
Yeah, he told me to send you up as soon as you came in. Lots
It's
of people here
4
to see
floors
Mr.
of
LaCroix.
Chinese men.
Nice guy. He seems a little different, though. You wonder if he's... that's his business.
Well, thanks, Junk. I wonder what he was wondering. Like, if... Was Junk wondering if LaCroix's gay? Good boy.
I've said all I need to for now.
Good boy. Don't smudge yourself on my lipstick. Yeah.
I don't have time for a monologue. Give me the bullet points of what you saw.
Everyone on board was massacred. There weren't any survivors.
And the Ankaran sarcophagus. What did you see?
There was blood all over the floor. Handprints indicate, no lying on the keyboard, that it was opened from within.
Opened? Let's not jump to conclusions. Give me the manifest in your notes. I'll sort this mess later. You might have noticed when you came in the parade of malingering mollycoddles filing out.
What was that about?
Those were the Primogen, this city's clan elders. A worrisome bunch devoted first and foremost to the security of their own skin. Which is why they were here. It seems Alistair Grout, the Malkavian Primogen, has either forgotten how to answer his phone, or is missing. The Sabot's appearance has put the Primogen on edge. Grout's mansion is in the Hollywood Hills. I need you to pry Grout out of whatever crack he's crawled into and have him contact us.
Bertha-san, having a bit of a cat technical difficulty, but... Okay, cat has settled down. Technical difficulty is gone. Just gonna quickly wipe hair off my face and reset microphone to about there. That should do it. Certainly, is that all?
Yes, for the moment. You know, your demeanor thus far bears
He is a very good boy.
characteristics to those that rise to the top of this organization.
But about
Stay
the
that
time
course.
when I start streaming, he starts getting lonely and he starts wanting cuddles, and I put lipstick on and makeup on. So if he ends up like head booping me, I would have a very pink cat, which is not great for cat cleanliness, I think. Thank you, sir. Now about Grout.
Yes, about Grout. As I said, Grout is the Malkavian primogen. His behavior and home are eccentric, to say the least. He's developed a paranoid bent lately, so you may have to check under every bed in the place for him.
Mine just comes into my room and then jumps on my desk. Starts booping me and the microphone. I'll go right away.
When you hear from Grout, you may come back. Until then.
He did not account for there not
and to show
being
my
a Grout.
appreciation for your dedicated service to me, I have secured you a haven nearby, in the Skyline apartment building. I hope it's to your liking.
Well, thank you so much. But it's also the most memory-corrupted building in the whole game, so I'll use it as little as possible. That being said, I'm also gonna end Discord. That doesn't sound very great. Because it saves on memory, which allows this game to run for 3 hours instead of 2. So,
Going somewhere.
as I said before, we're gonna do Grout's Mansion, and then we're gonna come back and probably do Chinese Man Garage. Reason being is that after Grout's Mansion, the museum comes, and for museum, I want to
What are
make
you
sure
doing
that I
here?
can see Pisha's item, and that would include raising my ability to use awe specs, which would increase awe, which would allow me to... I don't think that that's called awe. Anyway, it increases one of them brain things, and that brain thing makes you able to see things better. So yeah. I was just in the neighborhood.
No.
You feeling alright, man?
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Huh? So, Ming Zhao, I got stuck in the floor. No clip, please. Let me out, floor, thank you. But Ming Zhao, when she demonstrated her shape-shifting abilities, she seemed to be incapable of replicating the person's voice. Either that or she didn't want to. Was she walking with a tape recorder? What was exactly happening here? Because there is no logical reason why you would ever answer, I was here in the neighborhood with a no. Especially considering that even the character notices that that's, well, not a yes or no answer. I love it when dead people laugh. It's really amazing. Very atmosphere. Just gonna casually eat this dude. And we can press the recorder.
It is quite peculiar, the happenings I've been made to witness for my supernatural longevity. I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular, of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric
I wonder when he
condition.
died.
It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death. No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
If it was 50 years after he was supposed to be dead, and let's say that when he was alive he was an old man, let's say he got embraced at, what, 60, 70? His wife looks fairly fresh, so I don't know how that works. Grout would at most be like, what, a bit over 100? He's mostly just experiencing old age, man.
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
So then, Grout, it was just like the cinema of your time, huh? Imagine me just describing like, oh, I remember how pre-pandemic cinemas were like popular and people weren't like afraid to go to them, and don't you remember the overpriced popcorn? And mine actually sold hot dogs, and they were like pretty decent hot dogs. It was never in a Lithuanian cinema, but in an English cinema, you could literally like go in and buy yourself like a jumbo-sized hot dog, and you can top whatever you wanted on it. So like they can put Doritos, they can put chili, they can put onions. I would literally go to a cinema and get myself a giant hot dog. I don't know why that is such a happy memory. I'm just a very foodie person, don't mind me. Lithuanian cinemas used to have those pick it yourself candy mixes, though I think English cinemas do too, but my memory is going fuzzy. So it wasn't just like popcorn. You could like purchase quite a lot of food, but it was all like super overpriced, and then you couldn't really bring your own in, but plenty of people would just like hide it somewhere in a coat pocket or something, because it's not like someone's gonna pat you down, so that was an option. But anyways, you would imagine that. You would make yourself an outing, you would buy yourself a ticket, get yourself some very overpriced food, go into a room with rows of chairs and a giant screen, and a movie would play. Imagine the excitement, and I have a feeling that I would literally have to describe that in like
Often
20 years' time, because
with great regret on the
I'm
missed
feeling that that's gonna
opportunity
phase
that was
out.
my infector. Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen. What I would give for just one interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess.
I feel like it's gonna be rare. And I feel like theaters are gonna be quite rare as well, though a lot of theaters are now selling performances online and just streaming it.
My studies
movies are
proceed
already
at a
streamed
languid
on
pace.
plenty of platforms.
Mired in a foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
I've done worse today. I gazed upon the universe, which is definitely not the nicest thing. I somehow managed to get myself into such an amount of anxiety and stress that I started having panic attacks. And, spiritual meditation is one way to help that. Unfortunately, you can receive the level of advice in that kind of state that feels very close to just disassociating, and I can see the universe is just not a very useful way of like living the rest of your life. So definitely putting myself outside of the current time helped in the fact that my stress immediately went away, but I managed to get stuck in a half trance state for like several hours, and I was like, don't tell me that this is my life now. That would be very not great for living. But if I did manage to break my brain, I'm just gonna keep it that way for a couple of months to like get past the worst of the period. I would only try to fix that after that, but thankfully I didn't break my brain. I'm back down here again, which is good. It's so ridiculous because you can't even like explain what you've done and what you're trying to undo. So most of the people will have literally not a fucking clue what you just said. Where am I supposed to go now? So you just kind of don't talk about it. Unless, of course, you find other people that are also very deep into spiritual bullshit and can figure out what the heck you broke and what you unbroke.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no
otherwise I
means
would
my
just be
lure.
feeling peaceful.
Indeed, the city is home to
2
an
months
entire
straight and nothing
society
else.
of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've
Not
only
very
recently
compatible
made
with
contact.
regular living. Are you
They are
excited?
understandably
Nah, just
standoffish, so
all the
by and
time is
large,
the
but I
same.
have been able to
I
confirm with
just
them
feel
that the condition is indeed vampirism.
Button!
Apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
How to solve this puzzle, just like press random buttons. It works eventually. There we go! Actually, just press one button, because if I remember, that one does random. So eventually, it will do what you want it to do. Just click a lot. A lot of Malkavians are actually like psychologists and experts on the mind, and they can deal with their own mental illness fairly well, so... I mean, technically not a lot of them are even mentally ill. No, technically they should just be kinda not entirely comprehensible because there is a divinatory aspect to their condition, which does kind of break you. So, I mean, just because nobody understands it doesn't mean that you've gone insane.
I have accepted the role of Primogen for Clan Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old. More poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter, for I have taken this office for no greater reason than to advance my research. I must make mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be my obvious infatuation with reason, for the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
Ah, you don't like religion, my dude. It's like, no, supernatural creatures are experiencing supernaturalism as magic and not science. What gives? How dare they?
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires, voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of the illness or theirs, for the voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of self-preservation.
In the interest of trying to figure out your death, maybe you should have... Hello, butts! Hoping you're having a good day. We're just gonna get through Grout's mansion, and then we're currently psychoanalyzing with our dearly departed Grout. Just gonna say that. After we're done through that, we have a Chinese men garage, which is always charming. I'm trying to super pay attention to everything that Grout says because he bothered to put it to recording, so I'm gonna bother to listen to it. Grout talked about disappearing asylums. I talked about disappearing cinema. Grout talked about being a Malkavian. I talked about breaking my brain during meditation because, well, apparently that can happen. Ooh, my pill bottle. Free morphine, how nice. Free strobe lights, how nice. If anyone feels like having an epileptic seizure, that is a choice that you can make. Don't ever stand too close to doors. Somebody might just grab you through a door. Oh, a half-eaten man. How nice. Yep, you can stay there. It's fine. You can stay there. Ah, all the rats. Who needs to eat rats when you get 3 people? That is definitely not a very Salubri statement, but still. My girlie could be curing everyone's insanities in here. Scoring them masquerade violations. Because somehow the walls have ears and eyes, and they always see me whenever I do that.
The voices have increased in frequency and direction of late. They have begun to stay with me long after conversation has ceased and are serving as quite a distraction. I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once, I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face, as it is all I can do in these moments to keep from crying out in chorus with the voices.
Look, dude, if you started howling during the friggin' vampire meetings, I don't think anyone would care. I mean, you're a Malkavian.
I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. I know he will strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it, I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. Her cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this.
I like how apparently the way to avoid having a bout of paranoia as a Malkavian is to never interact with other vampires. Come on. Spin your wife. I need to open the door. If his wife's illness was getting worse, I'm gonna assume that she's a vampire too. Probably embraced her. In which case, shouldn't we kinda release her from the glass? Kinda doesn't sound very nice to just leave her floating in fluid for forever. It also kind of reminds me that, Salot, before all Salubri became haunted, used to help the Molkavian 3rd gen to keep sane. So he would be kind of healing his insanity for the longest time. Which kind of means that I could have suppressed the whole Jeanette Therese thing, but I didn't. I'm just gonna assume that my character made that choice. I'm not glad you already killed him.
Count is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
Can we, like, talk about this?
Babble your native tongue in the pits of the abyss. I will not hear it anymore.
Look, if your lord wants to come on me, I have a right to have a say on that.
As you burn, tell them it was Grünfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
So, if Satan technically originally came from heaven, doesn't that mean that you're all just trying to send me to a good place? Ow. I don't really appreciate being on fire. I don't think that it's my thing, you know? Also, mates, stop, drop, and roll. I don't think that running around while on fire is very comfy. I would know, because you keep on setting me on fire, and then I have to run around and while on fire because, apparently stopping, dropping, and rolling is not a thing in this game. But at least my flesh actually sets itself out of fire for some reason, while yours doesn't. I suppose people are just that much more flammable in this universe. You get +1 fire protect when you're a vampire. Or at least mine did. Finally, we have unfried ourselves. It's very nice. Oh no, it's Chinese garage time. After I report to LaCroix.
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
Never mind that, I need to see LaCroix.
Sure, I'll open her up for you. Jeez, I could go for one of them double-spaced burgers. The onions and the cheese.
Walking around with only tank controls, not very convenient. No other way to pick up my cup, though.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you were not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
Grout's dead.
Grout's dead? What?
Who's back? He tried to burn me up and he really hates you.
Bach! Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Bach killed Grout to draw me out.
Bach didn't know Grout was dead.
Bach is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
On my way in, I saw Nines Rodriguez leaving the mansion.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
That means war, right?
It means... Under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the anarchs of this city may interpret
I like
such an action
how
to be a
his
declaration of
evidence
war.
is they saw this
I do
person
not
in
want
the
a war
area.
with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime,
no
I've come
counter
to a
evidence
decision
is
on the
taken.
Ankaran sarcophagus, and I
Why
believe
do I
that for the
expect
safety of the
vampires to be
inhabitants
fair?
of this city, we need to place
Especially
the sarcophagus
considering that he's
under
the one
Camarilla
orchestrating
protection
it.
until its contents can be confirmed. You're becoming quite indispensable to me. So, out of all my available personnel, I'm going to entrust the retrieval of the sarcophagus to you. It was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago.
I'll go at once.
The manifest from the Dane shows there was a
Not
small
really,
box from the
but
same
I'll
dig
tell
on
you
board,
that I will.
but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial
That
we
way
get the
you will be like,
sarcophagus in our
"Yay,
possession
you're a
within
good
the next few
employee."
hours.
All these tasks have left me a little short on cash.
Yes, of course. Here. I can't have one of my representatives running
I
around.
don't know what kind of
ill-equipped for their
equipment I
task.
would need to go to a museum. So what do I do now?
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be in an examination room of some sort. There's a
Do you
small
expect me
security
to buy
staff on
some
site, but
invisibility
I don't
potions?
want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to
A
deceive
blood bag?
as they are to kill.
I'm ready to go.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any
I'm ready
reason.
to go and clear out
Excuse me.
4 floors of Chinese people, if you excuse me. It's very important. Okay, 14 experience. Investigation is here. It is influenced by perception. And aspects. Is now gonna add 1 point to wits and 1 point to perception. Okay, so now if I really need it, I can make my inspection happen to be like at 6 instead of 5, which is cool. Could use some ranged. Otherwise, this is gonna be interesting. There we go. We improved my combat abilities a little. Oh, my cat's hugging me. Pressing the save button is kind of hard. It's kind of a bit far. That'll be fine. Where is the Chinese men garage? Wasn't there, was it? Oh yeah, it was there! Now I remember. When Larry's not moved in the original game, without mods, he just stands here. And goes, baby girl! Now mind you, I am at 5 sneaking. So my ability to walk up to people is not too bad. I should probably use that to my advantage. I don't really want to just spend... Oh god. How good is my sneaking?
Hey, where you going now?
Not good enough to just kill somebody in front of their friend. Okay, they did forget kind of fast. So there's that.
Hey, stop, man!
Damn it. I wanted to eat the dude. I think we're doing pretty okay. That dude nearly got eaten. He did not eventually, but he nearly got eaten. Let me go away again. You can't see me. Why is this working? Guys, you all know how corners work, right? Like, corners ain't the big secret. Okay, I already have a baseball bat. How did I run out of inventory space? We're sneaking and murdering at the same time. The magic of snapping necks. Brought to you by the Snapping Neck Society. There's two guys that way. Who else is here? Oh god. Those guys. Those guys are here. And this guy is no longer here. He was here, and now he's not. The magic of eating dudes. You're slightly honing in on me, and I don't like that. Okay, the magic of snapping necks 2.0. We have one more guy with a pistol on this floor, and that's it. Nope, two guys with a pistol on this floor. This is such a great way of buying yourself some ammo. Where did the last guy go? Kind of line on sight on me. And I am triggering something while walking. Where did you crawl into? Okay, he just got very confused about his dead teammates and went for a walk. It's like, I could swear I was guarding the garage, not by myself. Did everybody get a early lunch break or something? Who can see me outside of the ceiling, please? There's nobody here, game. Don't tell me that I'm at 100% visibility when there's nobody to see me. Okay, floor 2. I think we did the previous one in a matter of minutes, and we want to keep it that way.
Too quiet. I don't like this place at night. It seems haunted. Don't you feel like something's here?
Don't you feel like something's here? Like we're being watched? Guy's neck falls off. His body sinks to the floor. His friend slightly gets disturbed, but doesn't quite know what to do, so just stands around for a bit. There are so many moving people. I don't know how to tell you that, but you were staring directly at the wall. Oh, thank God. I managed to eat him before I got noticed. So that's 2 more guys. Whoa! Down. Let's throw in a save. That guy, don't like that guy. Has a machine gun. It's okay, his friend volunteered to restore me. Thank you, friend. He volunteered to wait there. This is a great corner. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Is this garage by any chance on Airbnb? Can vampires write some reviews? 10 out of 10, the tastiest, most oblivion Chinese man that I've ever seen before. Great takeout place. Comes with free bullets, too. I don't know if anyone's left on this floor. I'm gonna throw in the save. These floors are going like butter. Yeah, there's the dude there. Love the butter floors. Very slippery. Grab the dude by his neck and get his gun. Three. As always, we start from two guys staring at one another. It's like a sneak check.
Who's there?
It must have been the wind, bro! Can't assassinate you, right? I will try to bite you through your clothing, which for some reason is highly successful most of the time. I wish I could sneak faster. Don't turn around or I will have to eat you. Apparently getting eaten is pleasurable, so it's your choice if you want to die fast or with a hard-on. Don't mind either way. I have to tell you guys that that is definitely a wall. Don't know what you thought you were guarding, but I don't know how useful your guarding abilities were. Oh god.
Who's there?
Must have been the wind. It's just blowing really hard today, bro. Okay. Is anyone left on the 3rd floor? Don't think that the... Well, there's a dude. Definitely a couple of dudes.
Who's there?
Nobody! It's Skyrim. I do like the idea that you can train sneaking to such a level where people's minds will bug out. So you'll like murder a dude right in front of them and their question will be, who is there? I'm just gonna say that it's my supernatural ability to corrupt minds. I'm like 5 on sneaky. Whoa! Dude, apocalypse that way. Oh my god, there's guys chasing me with luggage. Don't know what they expect to do, but
Where you going, man?
don't want to stand around and see it. I did get myself some... I wanted to say garbage points, but that ain't correct. Some points in shooting so that I can miss all the time, of course. For times like this. In case I ever needed to very aggressively clear dudes. You're sort of alone now. I depopulated the last floor by 3 dudes. I don't know how many there are. Probably a lot. Also, hello, Vin. How are you doing? Is it good? Don't walk away from me. I want to eat you. One of you are for eating, the other one's for neck breaking. He did not notice that. Okay, bottom floor has so far lost 5 dudes. Oh, I'm sorry. Lacking sleep is not fun. I was outright having nightmares. Funnily enough, apparently I hate social situations more than dangerous situations because the nightmare was about me being a teenager. And in the dream, I got abducted by the by a drug lord, and that was not the nightmare bit though. The nightmare bit though was that I managed to get back, escape, and I got back home at 5 a.m. and I got screamed at by my mother. I completely interpreted as my brain fears social situations more than actual dangerous situations. Because, you know, that makes sense. Still quite a lot of guys on this floor. I don't like it. Oh god. Please stop stabbing me. I would like to not get stabbed, please. It was my lifelong dream to not get stabbed. The guy that brought a friggin' knife to the firefight was winning. I don't like that. I'm very low on health now. Stop that. Thank you. Yes! Whoa! Not getting shot comes second. I like the idea of not getting shot. I have reduced this floor to fairly not a lot of dudes. So things should get better soon. Continue crawling down this wall, please. Could use somebody to eat. Your friend is very enthusiastic about the whole crawling down this wall. Your enthusiasm requires a reward. Good boy. Is there anyone left here? Anyone? Well, group of guys that way. They're having very little panic considering how empty the garage has gotten. If I was them and a big deal was going down and the garage became emptier and emptier, I don't think I would react as well as that guy is reacting. It's like, oh yeah, it's cool. It's fine. But that went down very smoothly today. Sorry to disappoint. Last time, when I focused only on money and finances, because that was the point, the Chinese dude garage took over an hour. This time, it took about 15 minutes, which I'm gonna say is decent enough time. Of course, it's not like Master Assassin time or great at sneaking time, but considering how much ground there is to cover in Chinese dude garage, that's a fairly decent time. Oh, now I remember. There's a nice policeman right outside. He's an edible too. I haven't eaten him yet, I believe. I have eaten his buddy in Santa Monica, and that was bad because his blood really doesn't replenish, and I left him fairly low. I haven't eaten you yet. Thank you. Now, your blood can actually not replenish, but if I accidentally bite you again, you're not gonna die on the spot, which is good. It also doesn't help that when you're playing a Salubri, first blood point is wasted. Aww, free TV! How nice. Here's your luggage back.
Baby girl.
Got your briefcase.
Outstanding. Pass it here, girl. Yeah, that's beautiful. Everything looks in order. Somebody somewhere got to be pissed off by losing this. Too bad I sent my main girl here after him. All right. Let me peel off a few bills for you. I'll just drop this off to the new owner in the morning. Then I'm gonna get me a big old steak. Not that domestic stuff neither. I'm gonna order up 32 ounces of Kobe beef.
I'm surprised that Kobe beef exists in America.
You wanna come? My treat.
Sorry, Larry. I do have plans tomorrow.
You're a little pale for me anyway. Say, my girl down at Confession, named Venus Dare. She asking around for someone with skills to... Well, I'll let her tell you. I'll give her a call, recommend you if you're interested.
Well, maybe I'll head down to Confession then. Thank you. I don't really need to buy anything. I have plenty to sell, but that can wait for whichever merchant I'll come across when I do need to purchase something. Good kitty. Good kitty.
Everybody comes in here's got to have a short house rules. Inhibition's the first thing to go. 2 more of these and you'll be telling me your nastiest, dirtiest stories. I am your beat priestess, and it's time to confess.
Are you a bartender or the groupie for the cure?
Venus was her name. Got anything you want to confess?
Ari mentioned me?
Larry? Oh, so you're the Cleopatra Jones he was going to send over? Oh, yeah? I've been waiting for someone like you to come in here. You see, I've got this situation that's gotten a little out of hand, and I need someone to inform some people that they won't be getting paid this month. Intrigued yet?
I wish I could deal that with all of the other payments that you normally need to make, like rent, or water, or utilities. Just imagine approaching the tax man and going, "You're not getting paid this month." Intrigued, go on.
Well, the parking lot next to the Empire Hotel. Couple of guys, Russian accents, bit thick. I need you to tell them Venus doesn't have their money. That's it.
I'll do it.
I expected you'd bite. Empire Hotel. Tell them I'm broke. You can run, right? Never mind. Just don't go starting any street fights, alright? These guys are connected. Anyhow, a lot of people have yet to confess to the Beat Priesters. Later, darling.
Back in a minute. I also have another guy in the parking lot now that I remember. It's the guy that sells the rest of the books. Actually, here is a very funny question. That isn't in intelligence. I can temporarily have literacy 6 if I really wanted to. Well, first if I upgraded it to 5. Can you use... Yeah, you can. Never mind. Imagine supernaturally making yourself more intelligent for a little while. Oh, I think because they're here, the other guy isn't. Book dealer downtown, there you go. Yeah. When they're here, he can't be here. Oh, that's a shame.
Confession, bitch, send you.
That she did?
Money. Where is money?
She told me to tell you she doesn't have the money.
No money?
My job here is done. Nice meeting you all.
Yeah, very lucky.
I also really like to shoot the messenger. Literally. It's definitely the smart thing to do, right? I probably have enough investigation to see the Nosferatu photo. So I should probably go and grab it. Passed on your message.
I can't hear you! Let's talk in my office!
I don't like your office! It's not quieter in here at all!
Well, you certainly did better than my bouncer did. Poor dear can't turn his neck to the right anymore. Already had a call from Boris. Wasn't too happy about tonight's son of a bitch. Say, how would you like to get into a club business,
Sure, why not?
Well, to start this club, I have to take out a significant loan from a king bastard by the name of Boris, and every time I haven't been able to make the monthly plus interest, the bastard takes what he feels is a suitable late fee.
Go on.
I've got a club to run, so I'll be blunt. I refuse to fuck that fat misogynistic old man one more time.
He's a lot more reasonable than normal bank loan sharks.
Do this, and I'll make you a silent partner.
Good as done.
He's at the Empire Hotel. Always has a few of the fiercest bully boys standing round trying to out-sneer each other. He's got a short temper, and more than likely he's been drinking for the last 4 hours. Here, key to the penthouse level.
Be back when he's no longer breathing. I find it funny that you can just say I'm not murderer, but killing the mafia boss somehow doesn't count as killing a person. That seems a bit precarious, just like hanging people so high up. What if they need a bathroom break? Actually, I need money. No. In the regular game, there is. In the mod, all money is always locked inside big black boxes. May as well visit my apartment and, more importantly, the apartment of, the guy that died in Keisha's place. I do have a very suitable entry point from my own house, though, so that makes it much easier. I like ammo. I don't like that later I lack ammo and there's no ammo to find, but in general I do kind of like ammo. Yes, apparently. Okay, that's the dead guy's apartment. Actually, I don't know, would you lose humanity if you killed Venus? Probably. That's the Hunter apartment. We don't want to be here. I think this would... No. I have no idea whose apartment this is, but I do know that it is wrong. Oh, fair enough. In that case... Yes, mafia bosses are... Feel free to eat those. But don't eat the strippers. This is definitely the right apartment. He definitely did not store it inside a drawer. It's normally right here. Email. Oh, ectoplasm. Haunted LA is like the greatest show ever. I totally am gonna visit all the places you talk about. Hey, you should go to this one. Oh, hell, I stayed one time in Palm Springs. I swear it was haunted. The ghost kept turning on the sink faucet. Maybe he had an OCD about washing his hands, lol. Holy shit, you suck. From an angry guy with strong opinions. Haunted LA my ass. Even if there was such a thing as ghosts and shit, which there ain't, there's no fucking way a goddamned werewolf could be hanging out in Griffith Park. Just who in the hell do you think you're fooling? There's a werewolf. No, I'm trying to find this photo of Nosferatu. There's a werewolf that literally saw that show and thought, oh shit, I fucked up. It's not even as if we have real fucking wolves around here for it to hide out with. Hope you get eaten by some flesh-eating monster, you stupid bastard. Somebody has magic powers. I'm gonna do this thing that's called exiting this room. Checking the giant box over here. Okay, blood buffing my way into checking this giant box over here. Only money. Okay, now I'm gonna auspex myself and enter this room. Okay, that box was sentient. Fair enough. It's normally here. But I'm gonna assume that I don't have enough inspection to see it. Which means my maximum auspex with the bill of averages is 3. So we'll be able to recheck this on 3 inspection and see if that helps. You do in this mod. inspection. In this mod, in Late Nights, it literally removes objects that you don't have enough inspection to see. It's fun like that. I'll just have to remember where it is. Or rather, where it should be. Yes, the book dealer spawned back in. Good.
Greetings, kindred.
Who are you?
You may address me as Aki. I am a scholar and a book dealer. So, as they say, feel free to browse.
Your voice acting is balanced slightly not too great, but sure.
Choose wisely.
He does, for some reason, have swords. I don't really need anything in here. I will sell to you. But there was a thing that I had to recover from you?
Welcome back.
I'm here for Bertram's item.
Ah yes, the Enigma machine. Here, take it.
Later. It just casually hand to somebody something called the Enigma machine. What can go wrong? This is so nice and empty. I don't even feel like I need to crouch right now. The person on the other end on that phone must be very confused. If I remember correctly, Boris is on floor 6. Well, no eating any of you because you repositioned yourself. That's a shame. There's plenty to eat on Boris's floor, Boris included. Not a clue. I wouldn't even be surprised if that's a true book name in this game. Where does this cookie go? What? Jesus, this is intricate. That is a very long system. It's my favorite time to eat. They never pay attention when they're using the toilet. Assassination success! Of at least one guy. Is there anyone in this room even? What's up with the music as well? Ooh. Okay, so that is the office. like how walky that guy is. It's because his friend, though, is staring that way. There's a guy that way. A guy this way. I have decided that my greatest strength as this character is my 2 hands and my ability to neck break. It seems that everybody falls for it. Are there any other guys? Not here. Very clean. Like my favorite way of places being. I assassinated them off the dance floor. That would be not good, right? Can't see me. You literally can't. Okay, that guy has a pretty powerful shotgun. I would like to have it, so I'm gonna take it. Thank you. The other shotgun guy is dancing again. Nobody dangerous is remaining. Only the door. My only enemy, corners. Thankfully, if you're a vampire and you level sneaking, you can just glitch out the eyeballs of other people and they really, really, really can't see you coming. Even if you're like right there. I don't know how that works. Anyway, so all of this place is now nice and clean off people, but also off their ammo, because I like having their ammo. It's very nice. Nothing happened.
Hasta la vis. Who the hell are you?
I'm here to speak with Boris.
You are not expected.
That's odd, he didn't tell you I was coming.
You got 10 seconds.
I'm doing any such thing. I could have just said I am the Venus. Probably would have worked. Considering that Venus does owe money. Oh, so that's how it's gonna be, eh? Well, in that case... Don't particularly need to live. really sucks that they don't have keys with them. Well, that is another place to remember. In case we ever wanted to steal from it. It's not right now. Thank you. I should definitely deliver the Enigma machine to Santa Monica. I'm feeling low on XP points right now. I would like to get my ability to see up by 1 just in case I can't see the museum item for Pisha. That is a real concern. When your investigation is just not high enough, your eyeballs don't work. Maybe that's the problem with other people. Maybe it's not that I'm good at sneaking. Maybe it's that they didn't upgrade the eyeball skill. Hello!
There you are. Finished yet?
Yes.
What? Yeah, I can't hear you. Let's talk in my
But I
office.
really don't like your office. It's far away.
Boris?
Dead.
Is that Boris's blood? Guess we're partners.
I don't
then.
know. I ate quite a
If
few
you only
people.
knew what I had to do over the years to keep this place open. Tell you what, partner. Come in every few days and I'll give you your cut. Here's tonight's. I've got some money to make us. I'll hold your share of the profits. Don't forget to drop by and scoop them up once in a while, hmm?
You'll see me often, don't worry. In this mod, I have a feeling that the money is always capped at 250. I had tried getting money off her at like full bargaining skill. It was still 250. So it's just 250 no matter what. What to do before you're dead? Start a family, get a job, maybe raise a child. Is it helping? Full XP 8. Oh, okay. Enigma machine, we can do that. Okay. I do have Lucky Star Room Key, which means that that quest does progress, not here. I'll have to go to the museum and hope for the best. So the only thing besides this that I can do is return the Enigma machine to Birthright. That's it.
Where to?
Not here. I'll ask you to go past the museum and then double back and come back to the museum if that's okay with you. There has to be a better place to live. You don't even have a door.
What do you need?
Enigma machine from Akeem.
Nice work, fledgling.
Thank you. Give money. I'll say cash because I don't want to screw with my skill points. Everything has to be a 5 out of 5.
Sure.
Thank you. Oh, 2, not bad. I'm still 2 short, mind you, but not bad. Now we can double back to the museum, yes. I need the keys. Probably going the wrong way. Thankfully, nobody ever patrols in here. I am not very confident about my ability to cleanly sneak through the museum. It's great when you can do it. I very rarely can. And whenever I can do it, I normally rely on in being invisible. No fall damage if you're a vampire. It's the rules. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you for your keys. Goodbye now. I'm not used to being able to do that. This is not very useful. That is a very glowy corner. But it will help me exit this place. It's safer to go past this dude. And it is going past the, peeing guard. That was my fault. Have 2 keys now, which might be enough to get down to the basement level. I think it is. I think that's all I needed from here. Dork, Jan found them buried in the sofa downstairs and turned them into the lost and found. Stop leaving your damned keys all over the place or else next time I'm demanding a finder's fee. Those are the keys that we have already found. Normally there's a giant head that roars around here and that makes it extra hard to move around, but not this time.
Freeze!
I don't really want to trigger that alarm. There's no good reason to. Also, normally there's a book in there, which is why that is so tempting, but not this time. Because all the books in this mod are with the bookseller, which actually makes this area a lot easier. So you don't need to worry about that guy. Don't need to do anything with that guy. You can leave that guy well alone. Code is 2358. Must remember the code. Must not set off the alarm. Damn it! I hate that there's 2 cameras there. really hate those two cameras. I think if I'm here, that camera can't actually see me. But I do want him to just walk past. Workroom key. I still need to get Pisha's item. The place with the Pisha item. I remember it actually requires me to blow a hole through here. Makes me very noticeable, unfortunately. But there we go. We managed to get it. It was there. It's good news for us. Good news, bears. Oh, there we go. Let's just quickly dive into the corridor. We have the workroom key. We have Pisha's item. I will upgrade my auspex as I wanted to. Next up, blood buff. Still missing a couple of other points, but it's okay. He is thankfully staring through the wrong window. This is where I always fail. What? Come on, I didn't touch anything. I think it's my back leg doing that. It's so hard to position your model without... Here we go. No one has seen me. And we fade to black for the way back, so no one has ever seen me, and they will not see me at all. Oh no, somebody ate the coffin.
I can't understand why someone would go through the trouble of stealing a box with a very ancient corpse. This city's not that dull.
Is this how you normally start all your conversations? What are you talking about?
I'm an archaeologist. so I thought I'd indulge in a quick study of this Ankaran sarcophagus everyone's so riled up about. My guess, from what I've read about it, is that it's a mummified Mesopotamian king. I needed confirmation.
What happened to Ankaran sarcophagus?
Since it's missing, I'm inclined to believe it was stolen, or intentionally misplaced, if you like. Clearly, though, it's not here.
The question of did you steal it? Did you get to examine it at all?
Oh, I really wish I had. All this speculation about the sarcophagus containing an antediluvian and being a portent of Gehenna is making me cringe. These are
You're
the kinds
too
of
old to know
ridiculous,
words like cringe.
superstitious
Sit down,
assumptions
Grandpa.
I came here to debunk.
Antediluvians?
No one I know has ever met one. But each of the clans and their bloodlines supposedly trace their origin to an original vampire, an antediluvian. Some swear these grandsires still exist into the...
They make sure that vampire society is
Kindred
not
and
dull.
kind believe a lot of strange things.
And Gehenna?
Armageddon, doomsday, the end of all kindred. It's a common facet of most mythologies. Fear that the world will end. Many believe Cain and the antediluvians will return to consume or destroy all kindred. I wholeheartedly disagree.
Well, if the Gehenna starts, I don't think it cares if you agree, but sure. Why do you disagree?
As I said, many cultures have the fear of some form of apocalypse. Kindred believed in these stories when they were human, and naturally carried them over into kindred myth. But it doesn't take a supernatural act to cause widespread destruction. Humans and kindred are just as capable of managing their own destruction as a deity. A self-realized Gehenna warrants more vigilance than a god-induced one, don't you agree? Such is my argument, which so frequently falls on deaf ears.
You can watch out for both if you want. Can you tell me more about Thin Bloods?
Thin Bloods rarely exhibit features or powers of their clan, and many can't embrace. Some are even rumored to have reproduced. Many kindred are terrified that their weak blood heralds the dissipation of every bloodline. Somewhat of an ignorant reactionary response, don't you think?
Who's Cain?
Cain is the biblical first kindred and founder of the mythological first city, Enoch, a place where kindred and kind coexisted. I believe Cain's a figure concocted to personify the transition from nomadic society to agrarian society. That myth, like most, has been twisted by time.
Are there any other signs of Gehenna?
What prophecy doesn't have vague apocryphal signs? Let's see. The usual ones cited are the appearance of Thin Bloods, Cain sightings, doom, gloom, that route.
How long have you been studying kindred lore?
For 300 years I've been trying to determine the function of our existence, the kindred's role in the world. I'm not content to attribute it to some act of supernatural biblical vengeance. We exist for a reason, and if it takes another 300, I'll figure it out. Any thoughts?
Which stats have increased? That is important, bro. What did you increase? Is something at 6 right now? Is something at 6 right now? We're predatory species like lions, why not? Not everything needs to have a point.
Yes, I've heard that theory before. It certainly seems plausible, but there's little proof to support it. Still, it's a better explanation than a divine sentence for manslaughter.
Little proof to support it? What about you eating people? I really don't know.
My sentiments exactly, but there's time to rectify that. Well, my work here is stolen away into the night. think I'll do the same.
You do that. I'll like stand around in here. Very important. What did stat up? Literacy. Oh, this is good. This is good. I don't want to exceed 5 at everything. If that had pushed me to 6, I would have needed to cheat. But no, that's good. Thanks, Beckett. Thank you so much. She's in a good place to feed, but he isn't. Perfect. Ah, nobody saw a thing. Bless my 5 in sneaking.
Hop in.
It really makes people blind. I want to quickly check out the apartments again. Wait. I want to try seeing that photo with level 3 aspects. Because that is gonna be the largest amount of investigation that we're ever gonna have in this game. That is my max investigation, because this is a game of averages. We can't exceed average. Honestly, I picked a very good clan to play the average game on. For one thing, I have blood buff and aspects. Elevator, be nice. I think it's floor 2. No, it's not floor 2. Is it floor 1? Because I remember leaving from that place, so it has to be somewhere close to the ground. Yeah, it is floor 1. I'm gonna throw in a save. We're gonna throw up some ability to see. We still can't see it. That is inspection 7. It means that it just will not... Oh. It won't exist, but there are some money here, so that's nice. Oh, I can't do that quest, but I can rob him. So great that we checked. I also have quite a lot of dollars. Which will go down by about half next time I buy an outfit, which is gonna be in Hollywood. So, time to report to the prince. So now we know that that quest is just never getting done. Investigation 7 is my maximum. I wish I could run faster. I want to stare at the aura. Mr. Taxi Driver. Oh, he be purple. I don't know what purple means, but he be purple. Normal people are white, apparently.
Oh, excuse me. Starting to doze off there. Oh, I need to get a guard animal of some sort to alert me when folks come in. Maybe one of them chimps like on that show Ape Detective? Oh, that monkey all...
Aw, Chunk, you're the guard animal. LaCroix's expecting me.
What?
Lacrosse.
Oh, yeah, Mr. LaCroix's expecting you. For a young guy, he sure likes to work late. Me, I spent most of my youth in the entertainment industry. Yeah, I guarded the sets for over 6 top 10 TV shows.
We'll talk later, Chunk. Excuse me. There's no need to be mean to him. I see. Is it fun? This skybox is making me very dizzy. I would be so uncomfortable to be somewhere this high up. And that building is like cut in half. And that one's floating. Aw, they're so papery. I mean, look at them. Not a single one of them has a roof. It's like a cardboard cutout. Aw, that's so sweet. You have cardboard buildings here.
The folly of leadership is knowing that no matter what you do, behind your back there's hundreds.
There's a very powerful moonlight just like shining at your face.
Your decision was the
either that or you're extra glittery. I can't decide.
I pronounce the blast sentence, and I soak the critical fallout. I make the decisions no one else will. Leadership. I wear the albatross and a bullseye.
What is this about?
The blood hunt on Nines Rodriguez for the murder of Alistair Grout will be called. Rodriguez's execution is only a matter of time. I have lit the fuse.
Have you consulted
ignites,
with anybody?
It's my head they will sharpen the pikes for. At least I can rest easy in knowing that you, my most promising attendant, has relieved me of one encumbrance tonight. Do you need assistance bringing the sarcophagus up to my office?
I didn't bring it back. It was stolen.
Stolen?
Stolen.
How? Who would... Oh, Gary. Gary, you treasonous maggot. I should have anticipated your treachery, sewer rat.
Gary?
The Nosferatu Primogen. The Nosferatu were responsible for finding out where the sarcophagus was taken after.
Are Nosferatu like allied to anybody? Because they never gotten the feel that they are.
Who knew. It's obvious.
I have a feeling that even if they say that they are, that doesn't mean that they are. The Nos.
I want him found. I want him
found.
Found. The sarcophagus could be exploited, causing who knows what catastrophe.
Oh, I noticed that my own... There we go. Good. My Twitch stopped replying to me. By that I mean... My web browser fell asleep. That's never good. I'll find Gary and the sarcophagus.
The Nosferatu lurk in the filth below the streets of Hollywood, but not even I know just where they hide. Hollywood is, unfortunately, lacking in any Camarilla loyalties. Hollywood's baron is an anarch named Isaac. Isaac's more civil than the anarchs downtown, but nonetheless, he wears his mistrust of me on his sleeve. He
Where else do you want it to be?
Find Gary and get him to talk.
Would you rather he was more sneaky about it?
Do not come back until you have it. Now, I must announce the blood hunt and bear the brunt of all consequences.
Go hunt for the blood. I wonder if you're Prince, does that mean that you can never leave that building? Because I feel like you would be unpopular enough to never want to leave the building. Alright. You should deliver the fetish. The thing that we get for it is pretty good, so...
That girl you sent to me. I've grown used to masquerading as one of them and seeking something suitably feeble enough to cull from the herd. That's the first time I've had one delivered.
I'm glad that you enjoyed the food delivery service. There's the item from the museum.
Yes, this is genuine and of use to me. There is something resonating from it. A whisper. I will give you this in trade. It is known as the Odious Chalice. It swells with spilled blood and offers its bloat to its owner.
Great. I'll be back if I find anything else. Have you tried eating one? I mean, it looks pretty fleshy. Okay, maybe it's a bit too hard to eat. The perverse creation of a Simitsi flesh crafter, the abomination is forced to live a tortured eternity in servitude to the damned. As you kill enemies, the chalice will fill with blood. Use the chalice to feed from it and gain its stored vitae. Oh god, that's a very unpleasant way of living. Imagine you were made into a cup. What parts did he even use? Because, there's an eyeball. But the rest of it looks like it may be made from intestines? What about that little flesh bit at the top? We don't normally have fins on people, right?
Going somewhere?
Yes! I suppose a deflated bit of intestine would kind of look like a fin, but I'm not sure.
Ain't seen you here before. If I haven't seen you, neither has Isaac. So that's your next stop.
Do you normally run after taxis? Where can I find him?
Isaac's in the jewelry store at the end of the street. Consider yourself invited.
I'll consider myself uninvited. I uninvite myself. Oh well, I'll visit Isaac. Humanity is really cheap to buy. Ooh, free blood. Is that all for all visitors of Isaac, or am I just special? Is that for all the homeless vampires out there? He just leaves them blood?
Good evening, neonate. Isaac Abrams. I've been expecting you. Seems the wooden soldiers of the Camarilla shuffle in a little too often these nights. That baby-faced two-bit Prince LaCroix got something to say to me?
I'm looking for an Nosferatu.
So, you've come to barter information with the sewer rats. LaCroix must really be desperate if he stooped to consorting with their kind, and asking for my help of all peoples.
Tell me about it. Well, I better get going.
Not so fast. Before you go, there is the matter of tribute.
I volunteer! Wait. I don't like where this conversation's headed.
Call me old-fashioned, but this is my barony, and as is tradition, a token of respect must be paid.
Can I pay myself? What do you want?
What I want is a simple exchange. Last week I paid for a certain item, a movie, and this evening I got an email saying that the seller is ready to deliver it. Unfortunately, he's become a bit paranoid all of a sudden. Won't meet me in person, won't drop it off, won't even answer his phone. Says he'll send the location of the pickup to a computer in the nearby internet cafe tonight. You see where I'm going with this?
You want me to kill him for not delivering the item?
Absolutely not. You pull that cowboy routine anywhere in my city, and I'll personally take an interest in seeing you suffer. I had in mind something a bit more subtle. Now, pay attention. Here's what I want you to do.
You go there and you take the
Zero
item.
Internet Cafe. Look for a directory named Joseph K. and use the password Kafka. There'll be an email in there that will specify a nearby location. Meet the contact, pick up the item, come back. Not too painful, right?
I'll head over there immediately.
Excellent. In the meantime, consider yourself a welcome guest in my barony. Welcome to Hollywood.
Yay! Thanks. I like Hollywood.
Oh my gosh, is that you? Everyone was worried sick about you. When you didn't show up and didn't call and nobody knew anything about what happened to you, we thought you were dead. Are you okay?
Well,
No,
I completely forgot that your existence, but the zoomies that you're having right now is even worse. Who are you?
It's me, Samantha. Don't you... Did you suffer amnesia? Is that
Samantha, where are we going?
Let me make a call. We'll get everybody together. We can talk. Maybe you'll remember something. The important thing is that they know that you're alive.
I think you made a mistake. I just moved here. I don't know you.
Come on, this is serious. I know it's you. Don't you recognize me? It's me. It's Samantha. What happened to you?
Where are we going? Lady, listen, I really don't know who you are. Is this some sort of scam?
But your face, you look exactly the same. It's uncanny. I can't believe it.
I don't know what to tell you. Mind stepping out of my way? Oh, okay. Good luck over there. Jesus Christ, that was some powerful shakies. I was just running through here, thinking about how this music just like reminds me of a YouTuber that does music compilations that kind of sounds like liminal spaces, honestly. And then she started having the shakies and slid all over the place.
The moon is out, everyone's in dreamland, and you've tuned into the Deb of Night. Nobody to fall asleep next to?
Money?
Go ahead and pull the radio into bed. That's what I'm here for. And hey, why don't you call me sometime?
Money!
Looks like somebody's been waiting in the queue quite a while to speak to yours truly. So, caller, why aren't you asleep? Insects.
What's up?
As in an insect problem? Or
welcome to
crickets
Red
are keeping
Spot,
you
home of the
up?
Monster
Or
Chug.
you
72
have
ounces
nightmares about
of your
them?
favorite
Tell me,
beverage for 89 cents. Blah,
no.
blah.
Don't
You need help or something?
When you fall asleep, they can crawl into your mouth or your ears or your nose.
You hear anything about the new serial killer?
This isn't going to turn out to be ironic,
Are there any scientists
is it?
out there listening
You're
to
not
this?
like a serial killer, are you?
I don't know where, but do you know
No. What else goes around here? Anything interesting?
Always. You should come out and see my band, A Bowl of Cereal. We're playing tomorrow night at the crematorium. No cover for chicks. We're going to ruin the place.
Anything else I should know about?
Yeah, the Vesuvius rocks.
You know,
They
voluntarily
don't let me in
eat
anymore,
insects
but
in some
damn,
countries.
the girls in there, dude. It's like a midget smuggling ring in there.
So,
if
you
you're
never
into
sleep
that
at
kind of
night.
thing,
So
I
there's
assume you do
midget
sleep,
hookers. Got
right?
it. Possibly.
hey, you
And
know,
what exactly
you
do you
should
do?
really ask me about the special, you
That
know?
would explain why my nephew invested that 20 I
Okay,
sent
what's
him
the
for his
special?
birthday on
I'm glad
magic
you asked that,
things.
baby.
It's always
Seeing
good
as
to
how you
know that
look
the future of our
trustworthy
country
or
is in good
something,
hands, isn't it?
I got this special
Totally
where you
do.
buy some really
Let's see
expensive
who else we
burrito
got.
tots or grapefruit
Caller,
juice.
what
you
do
get
you
a
do
free
for a
weapon in your choice, bro. You
Okay,
interested?
and what do
Of
you
course.
do, Roger?
I'm a writer, Deb.
So, have you written any movies I might have seen?
I want to sell something.
I see. So, have you done any
I want to
other kinds
buy
of writing?
something.
Well, just some outlines right now, but I got some really good ideas for some stories that are crawling around in the old
There's
noggin.
nowhere else to pick up a
So,
sledgehammer,
if you
so I'm
haven't
gonna
really
pick it up
written
here.
anything, how can you call yourself a writer? Because I once fixed my toilet doesn't make me a plumber, right?
Well, you see...
Is there anyone in this city that doesn't call themselves a writer or actor or director? Don't you think you're doing a disservice to those who actually make their living in those art forms by deeming yourself something you're not or not even trained to do?
Okay.
Well, I think I'm
This will do.
pretty good at knowing what's good writing from bad writing.
Those pants, though. I am not in favor of wearing anything that would cover my ass. I suppose I was really feeling like underwear today. I'm not entirely sure that Salubri would be walking around like hookers all that much, but what do I know? Maybe they do. Let me just throw in a save. I do need to visit at Ground Cafe. There are normally people here. Any of you would like to visit the bathroom by any chance? I could potentially eat this guy. Yay! I'm good. My sneak is top notch. This is the computer. Meet me in the alley behind the fast book. Sure. What about apps? Directory. Access denied. Your account balance is 50 pence. To recharge your account, please speak to Ground Zero employee. Well, $50 cents. There are no employees in here. Are you an employee? $5 per hour, you say? That's... I was gonna say that that's kind of pricey. I remember, when I was little, such thing as holidays existed. Hard to believe, I know. I haven't seen one ever since I became an adult, but that is entirely off topic. Where's Fast Buff? When I was little, holidays existed. My mother would take one to two a year. So we would travel somewhere every summer, and sometimes we would travel somewhere during winter too. And I remember staying in hotels in warm places. I remember asking for euros to, well, access the internet. It used to be like 2 euros per hour. And I would get myself onto Barbie websites because I was a child. And I think also the Sims forums. And the Sims 2 official website that no longer exists. That takes me back.
What do you want?
Are you the guy with the tape? Isaac something.
Yeah? I mean, what? Who the hell is Isaac? I don't know anyone named Isaac. Get lost, bitch!
Relax, you can trust me. What the hell's going on in here?
Alright. Sorry. It's just that... I mean, something is... I just want out of this whole thing. I don't want anything to do with that damn tape.
Why? What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, When it comes to video, I've seen everything. And I do mean everything. But this thing, it's sick. It can't be real, but it is. I know it. It's real, and it scares the hell out of me.
Is it that bad?
Oh, you have no idea. It's disgusting. That girl, the things that are happening to her. It just ain't right, man. It just ain't right. No. Something's wrong. Something's after me. I swear to God, something's after me.
Can I offer you vampire police protection? You just have to never leave my side. What are you talking about?
Every place I go, wherever I look, I see things. In the shadows. My phone rings, I hear something breathing on the other end, and...
If they weren't breathing, that would be a lot worse.
I'm out of this whole thing.
Okay, just give me the tape.
I don't have it. I stashed it someplace. Look, you need to find Ginger Swans. Huh? What the hell was that? Shit, did you see that? I'm getting the fuck out of here.
What the... Oh, Christ!
I hate that you can't get here early enough. I bet you anything this whole thing doesn't change. Like, the whole thing probably doesn't have an animation because you are not supposed to get here in time, but... I just want to read the newspaper. Stolen artifact and Karen sarcophagus stolen from museum. I wonder, can I fuck the guy for some extra XP? The last time I tried, the game glitched out. But this time we're doing a lot better on the game not glitching out, considering that I managed to even finish Mr. Strauss's quest. Swan, of the ginger variety, please. Swan, a name synonymous with beauty and glamour to this day, was a great celebrity of the late 40s and early 50s. Her credits included such movies as Gilded Hummingbirds and When No Means Yes. Oh. After her passing in 1954, she was interred in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery mausoleum. Ooh! I just noticed. Sessions. Horny. That's the one that's helped. That's the one that how is she called? There's not a lot of celebrities, if this is the full database, that Emalia hates. Uber model Tawny Sessions has an apartment right here in Hollywood and can often be found window shopping in Beverly Hills. That's not a lot of information. I never went through all of these. Sammy Frankie, fame at your fingertips, a wisecracking star of 70s TV show What's the Word, Sammy was found bludgeoned to death at the local Lucky Star 2 years after his popular show was cancelled. That's interesting. Thank Margaret, the most in-demand voice director in town. Margaret is known for coaxing brilliant performances and sometimes tears out of her actors. She is currently working in Hollywood on several A-list titles, including The Animated Adventures of Foul Mouth, The Friggin' Chicken, and Frankenstein Breadlust. Okay. Aww, Rivers Ash. We know Rivers Ash. After his breakout performance in the film Negative Zero, Rivers garnered huge critical and commercial success in 3 more films before a shocking early retirement. Rivers spends most of his time these days managing his club, the Ace Ball Hole, found right here in the heart of Hollywood. Jim Revolta? I'm sorry. Removed from database at request of Church of I can't pronounce that. I think it's a stand-in for Scientology. Oppenheimer Jazz. Producer of such films as Guy Fawkes Day, Explosion Every 60 Seconds, and Boston Harbor, gets his hair done at local salon Jump Cuts and has been spotted buying music at local record store Sappy Ballads. Nivbed, well that's a name and a half. If you want to spot this artist, try West Hollywood, but approach with caution. He's easily provoked to dangerous levels of sass. Ah, Golden Gary! We know Gary. Gorgeous Gary Golden was the star of such 30s classics as Tap Hotel and Singing Honeymooners. He later became a popular dramatic character actor in films such as Skies of Nevada. Shortly after his last film in 1960, Golden disappeared and was legally declared dead in 1965. He held down a long time. If he was a star in the 30s, he disappeared in 60. That guy must have been like at least in his 50s by that point. Amalia, model famous for her racy covers and high lifestyle, Amalia claimed residence in Hollywood for several years. Tragically, her career was cut short in its prime. Her car was found wrecked at the base of the Hollywood Hills, her remains burned beyond recognition. Jerkass Johnny? Johnny Jerkass, host of popular prank show Psych, films most of his show on the streets of Hollywood. Famous pranks filmed on this very street were the wife hit by bus, the stripper is really a dude, and that's not really beer. Jesus. That's some debauchery that's happening in this world. A superstar of the late 50s to late 60s, known for her class and natural beauty, in 1968, Cross was brutally murdered at her house in the Hollywood Hills. He's buried in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Lungfish Zed. The Lungfish, infamous for his onstage debauchery during his concerts, owns and operates the crematorium here in Hollywood. That is an interesting career choice. I don't know anyone here, but they do sound interesting. Alonzo Alfredo, funky action star of syndicated TV detective show Beef Bartlow, now serves up sandwiches named after his character at Jeremy's Famous Deli in nearby Beverly Hills. Amor Safi. A former dancer at the local Vesuvius Club, Safi is one of the few active adult film stars who also occasionally appears in mainstream media, known to drop in from time to time at the club where she made her name. Blingo. Rap superstar and entrepreneur, best known for his platinum albums High 69, Blingo, and Weed Metaphor. Blingo owns several sweatshops in the area that turn out urban wear for his clothing line. All up on you. Captain Bananas. They literally have like 20 celebrities in this world and not more. Known as the Olivier of chimp actors, Captain Bananas began his career as Trent Tyler's sidekick in the CIA film series, now stars in the popular TV drama Ape Detective, part owner in Hollywood hotspot Fling. How did... Never mind. I was gonna ask, how does a monkey own property? But you know what? I don't want to know. He told me hello. Hi, I am Ayako. Oh, let's English practice. Your homestay, how it is? America must be so coolest. You are in Hollywood? Are you a movie? Love Ayako. Present Kenta and I ate okonomiyaki of Yokohama. That extremeness was tasty. What is eaten in America? Does they eat the Japanese food? I must investigate. I wonder if she's the weird-eyed girl. Our Americas have long legs. Are you date American boy? Is the image sent? It is happy. This weekend I go to the hot spring where my family has been attached. What are they attached to? I'm excited very. When we are the child is Yuki, which is the friend to us, remembered? She's also inquire about thing in America. Is the pleasant time past? Send many images due to me, Ayako. Okay. So I checked somebody's internet. Oh, more emails. How many people's emails address can I break into today? Dude, my Prussians totally rushed your Franks last night in Eurocraft. Playing tonight? Also, that girl that sits next to me in science talked to me today. She totally wants me to do her. No, dude, your mom. Your mom. Psych, your mom. WTF? What are you doing to me? Tupacula? I said cover me, not die like a little bitch. One more flu bar and you're out of the clan. Goods. I just straight snatched the new Troika game. If you hacker the code, you can unlock Clan Chocola. I forget who Troika even was. I think they're related to this game in particular. Anyways, we now know of every little bit of information hidden inside here in particular. Oh, and you wanna use the restroom. How awesome of you. I wanna use the restroom too. Like this. Now I'm just gonna close the door and you have fun in there. Hopefully his internet money will totally run out. But I mean, how do you recharge that? Because I remember in the hotel when I did use the internet cafe, you would get a token to insert into the computer, effectively, to unlock it. It would only work for a specific amount of time. I don't think I was inserting money directly into the computer. That wouldn't make much sense. But I do remember inserting something oval into like a hole to unlock it. It's been so long. More than 20 years. Yeah, it would be more than 20 years. How do internet cafes normally work? I bet you just buy like a passport off somebody. Well, password. Probably off like the person at the main desk.
Whoa there, sugar puss. Might want to think about knocking next time I damn near blew your hat off. Thought you might be a zombie.
Why would you think I was a zombie?
Who else would be waltzing in here in the middle of the night?
Me?
Name's Romero. I'm the caretaker here. Well, that is, I don't exactly keep people from getting in, although that is part of my job. No, you see, I'm here to make sure nothing gets out.
What do you mean?
See, it's like this. Every night around this time for the past, several months now, the dead have been getting up with an itch to stroll down Hollywood Boulevard. Nobody knows why, but they're working on it. Till they figured out they needed a volunteer to patch the problem, and I stepped forward. Problem temporarily solved, the Baron's happy, I get to shoot zombies, and guarantee I get my blood for another month. I've carved out a nice niche here.
What's causing the zombies to rise?
Who knows? Vampire necro hoodoo, toxic waste, solar radiation. The important part is, they continue to rise up, and I get to put them down. Everybody's a winner.
Okay, if solar radiation is raising zombies, I think you have a very big problem on your hands. Sounds like fun?
You're telling me. As far as I know, I'm the only person around Hollywood who considers marksmanship an art. A lot of the stiffs around here used to be asshole celebrities, too. Bonus. I love my job, what can I say? By the way, hey, you wouldn't be interested in watching the place while I go handle some business, would you? I'm not supposed to leave, or it might end up in a zombie holocaust or something. Like one time these goths snuck in. Ooh, wasn't pretty.
What do I have to do?
I'll be back in about 5 minutes. If you should see any zombies in that time, you need to put them down. Now, they're dead, so you're either gonna have to hack them up good, or shoot them in the head. Just don't let them bite you.
I'm not really interested in fighting zombies. Maybe I can help you in some other way.
Well, I don't know. What are you thinking?
I don't know. What kind of business do you need taken care of?
Sometimes a man needs the kind of release putting a 44 slug through a zombie's brain doesn't provide. You know, temporary affection.
I can bring someone for you.
Really? You will? Great. I'll just stay here and keep watch. Oh, and FYI, I like them a little, stacked. Appreciate it.
I'll be back soon. Well, apparently he wasn't interested in me. Anyway, I'm gonna take your ammo. I can definitely use that. I suppose a 3-eyed vampire just doesn't look too good. I can just pick up a hooker, then bring it back, then we can grab the cassette while we're here. Bring that back. There's a lot of bringing it back that's happening today. Any of you look like a hooker? A lot of you are standing in places where hookers would stand, but none of you look like one. Which is weird. This place is normally full of hookers. Ah! That is definitely a hooker. We have found one.
Hey, honey, looking for a date?
Yeah, I am, but not for me, for a friend of mine.
Okay, I'll play along. Where's this friend of yours?
He's the caretaker of the cemetery.
Oh, no way am I going in there. What kind of freak are you?
I assure you I'll be perfectly safe.
I don't know why I should believe you. Well, okay. But I'm gonna get really pissed if you turn out to be some psycho murderer.
Well, if I try to murder you, I think you have all the reason in the world to be pissed. Would be really weird if you weren't. Like, I was like, it's murdering time, and you're like, oh yes, it is now my time to die. Perfectly acceptable. I completely understand. Also, is that woman stacked enough? I don't really know how to evaluate stacking levels.
Hey, very nice. What can I give you for the assist?
I don't remember what my shooting was at, but I don't think it was at 5. Can you help me improve my skill with firearms?
When you fire, keep your eyes on the target even after you shoot. And
if I fucked up, I will be very upset with myself.
And style doesn't count for jack if you can't hit anything. Keep that Glock to the side crap in the movies. Oh, would you look at the time? Me and, girl here got some couch Olympics to compete in. So if you don't mind.
Have fun! Thank God! Exactly perfect! Exactly 5. Right, my outfit is reducing the things by 1. I shouldn't wear that. Not if I want everything at perfect 5, though. I can be Mrs. Stripers, the striped person. Honestly, it's fine for me to have a bit less sneaking for now. I need the package, which is here. Thank you. I'm very close to being able to buy that last little bit of blood buff, but then I have 3 other abilities. Wonder if there's even enough quests to fill your whole sheet at like exactly 5 out of 5 level. I have the cassette now. That side quest is done. What else? I can probably sell some humanity. I have perfect amount of persuasion. My seduction's crap, but that's fine. Oh, this is music and a half. And you might be?
I just might.
Seriously, who are you?
Why don't you ask everyone else in the world? They'd know.
Why are you so sulky? Come on, tell me.
Ash, there. Go tell your friends so they don't bug me.
I never met a celebrity before.
I bet.
What's your problem?
The sun's gone down.
Yeah, it does that a lot.
Never mind.
I don't like your attitude.
Me neither.
Look, I don't want to hurt you, but I will if this keeps up.
What's the catch?
You have a death wish or something.
To say yes would be an understatement. What do you care anyway? I could just do it. Just walk out of here and into a legend. Maybe I live, maybe I don't. What's the difference?
What are you talking about?
You didn't see them?
See who?
Hunters, in front, back, inside my club. I try to leave, they'll move on. So I had to ask myself, if I go out there, am I prepared to die? How many could I take out before the killing stroke, huh? 2? 3? I could just walk out there, right now, blaze of glory, the end. And you know what? Knowing that, it doesn't bother me. And I guess the only reason I haven't walked out yet is because I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't bother me.
Maybe I can help you.
Did Isaac send you?
You know Isaac?
Isaac's a gnarly tree that average roots around this city years ago. He's a relic of an age long since past. He thinks he gave me everything I have. But all he gave me is a curse.
An eternal life, but you know. So wouldn't Isaac care if something happened to you?
It would break Isaac's heart. It's good to know some good would come from my death.
Stop being so teenage-like. You don't like Isaac.
That story would take too long to tell. Suffice it to say, we haven't seen eye to eye on too many things lately. And it's pissed Isaac off to no end.
For instance?
He kept saying I should keep a low profile. He kept saying I was attracting too much attention to myself.
What's wrong with keeping a low profile?
You don't know me. I can't sit in an office all day and play Hollywood from the shadows. That's Isaac's thing. I'm an actor. I was an actor. I don't have anything.
Do you want them to start calling Elysium meetings where you can just monologue at people and pretend to be other people? There's no reason why you can't have vampire cinema. You don't like being, you know,
I didn't ask for this. I
didn't ask for this.
Save my life. Maybe I wanted to die. I was having fun, damn it. I was alive. Who the hell gave him the right to deny me that? I can't act anymore. I can't love anymore. All I can do is...
Your humanity is high enough, you can love. Maybe I can help you.
Did Isaac send you?
No.
What the hell, then, would be your motivation to help me?
If I can help people, I do. I need help.
And what do you propose we do?
You could switch clothes with someone in the club that looks like you.
Did you get that idea from a sitcom? Whatever. Look around the club. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Time to lose a humanity point. As long as we're above 5, we're good.
Hey there. Haven't I seen you in here before?
I'm doing this new game show where we give people cash for doing crazy things.
Cash?
Cash
what
money?
What do I have to do?
Just switch clothes with one of our celebrity contestants.
Sure, I can do that. I thought you were going to make me eat a tarantula or stick a worm up my nose.
Go to the bathroom and switch clothes with our celebrity Ash. He'll pay you.
You got the clothes?
Yeah, go into the men's bathroom, change clothes with the guy in there.
You better hope they get these hunters from the temp agency, because all the pro's gonna do is have a laugh.
Temp agency hunters, that would be fun.
Here, token of my thanks.
It will be well spent. Meanwhile, okay, only 10 experience. It's still 6 humanity though. I'm 1 above the point that I need. Why would casually staking a vampire would be a good idea? Like, what do you think the reaction of other people would be if there was a vampire? It really sounds like a masquerade breach on the vampire hunter part. Okay, so next up, you have to deliver the cassette. Then there is a quest, multiple quests in Vesuvius. And then everything will lead to Lucky Star Motel. And there's also a side quest here from LaCroix. But I'm not entirely sure I have enough persuasion to do it anyway. I will check my email eventually, though. Hi!
You made good time. Hand me the item.
Here you go.
I didn't doubt you'd find this. And I apologize if I was overly imperious before. A reflex action. I get a lot of young blood in here forgetting their place. I'll assist you as reasonably as I can with your task. But first, this tape. I'm in a hurry to find out what's behind all the hype, so get comfortable. I do have a feeling that whatever's here may be of use to both of us.
Help me, please.
So that was very useful. Great 3-second video.
It's more disturbing than I was led to believe. You can understand my concern now, can't you?
That was sick. Why the hell did I need to see that?
It just so happens that around the time this snuff film started circulating, the Nosferatu disappeared. I tried to elicit their help in tracking down the source, and for the first time in all these years, I was dismayed by their absence.
So you think this tape has something to do with their disappearance?
I assume it does. It's awfully coincidental otherwise. And those creatures. I don't know how many professional FX houses could pull those off. There's a problem, though, in that the film's incomplete. The first half is damaged. We need a complete copy.
Where do we find a better copy?
Behind the spit-shine gloss of the Hollywood Dream Factory, there's another city churning out a vile byproduct for the furtive consumption of a debauched audience. I have no doubt the film's found its way to another smut peddler. I'd ask around.
Before I start looking, I have a few questions.
Certainly.
Tell me about Ash.
Ash. Where do I begin? 7 years ago, I saw a casting session for what would become Negative Zero. The moment I set eyes on him, the passion of his performance, I knew he had it.
Go on.
I hadn't seen anything like him since Clift or Dean. He had the looks, the charisma, allure, that undefinable quality that makes a film legend. My first movie with him made him a sensation, and it also changed him.
How?
Once everyone knew who he was, I no longer did. The parties, the drinking, the sports cars, the women. One night when I came to discuss his next role, I found him nearly dead of an overdose, and I couldn't let him go.
Did you drink the drug blood? Was it a fun night? You made him your child to save him?
I acted on impulse. I'd seen so many others die before their time, but with Ash, I had a chance to prevent that fate.
So, what happened?
It devastated Ash. He still wanted to act, but I denied him his place in the limelight. He had to lie to his friends about his new lifestyle. He had to feed. I gave him a club, a scrap of his former glory. I did everything I could to facilitate the
How
change.
bad will a vampire actor really be? I mean, if you're not flashing your fangs all the time, how identifiable would you even be? Does he hate you?
He feels obligated to me. I don't think he hates me. Resents me, maybe. I am his sire, and he is my child, and there is a responsibility and respect inherent in that bond, even if we are no longer the friends we were. Certainly.
Anything else I can do in the city?
There is something, but it involves a gargoyle. I can see that's got your attention.
Give me the side quest!
It's taken up residence in my beloved Asian theater. It is closed now, but that's beside the point. I sent some people to evict it, and it sent them back with a few less limbs. I can't have that monster attacking kindred in my city.
How does exactly one deal with a gargoyle?
It's a walking block of stone with a taste for blood. I'd suggest whatever method doesn't result in you being eviscerated. In truth, I'd rather have it as an ally, but I doubt it's going to be chatty. Here's the key for the theater. I'll leave it up to you.
Well, thank you. Anyways, though, I heard a cat. I can still hear a cat. It's about the time when I go off anyway, so thank you all for joining me. When we come back, hopefully the next time I stream, we're gonna be finishing Hollywood, which is gonna be next week. Then it is the Chinatown time, and then it is the Endgame time. Anyways, this will probably be done by the end of January, I think. And then it's gonna be Morrowind time, and I'm very worried about that one. My ability to find direction is non-existent, so that's gonna be fun. Thank you for joining me today. It has been a very chill session, and I'm gonna see you the next time. Toodaloo!